You know, I'm leading with the evangelicals. I'm a good Christian. And I'm leading with the evangelicals. And I want to tell you something. Christianity, and I put it in the same vein and sometimes in the same sentences, Christianity is being chipped away at in this country. In this country. It's being chipped away at. And I'm not going to let it happen. You know, I was with a whole room full, like 50 pastors, ministers, great people, some of whom I knew pretty well and some I don't. And I said to them, let me ask you a question. How many Christians, evangelicals, but just Christians, do we have in this country? And they were saying maybe 250 million, maybe 260 million. I said, so that's more than we have women. It's more than we have men. It's by far the biggest group. Then why aren't you banding together and getting the kinds of things you want? When people talk about we need a temporary ban on Muslims until we find out what is going on here, okay? There is total outrage. When people talk about Christians and Christianity, there's no outrage. There's no outrage. I said, let me ask you, and these are great believers, these are great people, these are strong people, smart people. I said, why is it, and I think I really found something that's very important for all of us, why is it that you people don't have a stronger lobby? And during Lyndon Johnson's regime, I will call it, because that's sort of what it was, if you think about it, but during his term as president, they passed something where the tax deduction is under siege if they do anything that's a little bit off. Okay? So they're going to lose tax-exempt status, right? And I said, wait a minute, that's right, that's the answer. I figure, I'm a pretty smart guy, I figure things out pretty quickly. So as soon as I mentioned it, I said, that's it. Because I said then, so the man walking, I was in Trump Tower, I pointed down to the sidewalk, there were people walking on the sidewalk. I said, then those people walking on the sidewalk are more powerful than you people in the clergy, the pastors, the ministers, the priests, the people in the clergy. They're more powerful. They said, that's right. I said, not going to happen anymore. We're going to get rid of that thing. I want Christianity to have a strong flavor. Why did we ever pass a thing like that? And it's so important. I mean, really, they've shut Christianity down. And these are great people, but they're afraid to do. For instance, some people came up to me, Mr. Trump, I love you. You're the best. You're going to be the greatest leader. You're going to be. I want to endorse you. I'm endorsing you. But I'm not allowed to do it publicly because if I do it publicly, I may lose for the church the tax-exempt status. So they're really being silenced, and we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. I don't care about the endorsement. They're really being silenced. We can't let that happen. We're not going to let it happen. And we're going to get that thing repealed. And think of the power we have over the Democrats, over the Republicans. I mean, the power is incredible. So we're going to get that taken care of, and we're going to be back. And I'll tell you what, come Christmas time, we're going to all be in these department stores that don't have Merry Christmas, and we're going to see Merry Christmas right in those stores, right? They don't put it up anymore. We're going to see Merry Christmas at the department stores again, folks. You goes into these stores, you don't even see Merry Christmas anymore. You say, why? Why? The store owners and the big companies especially, like Macy's, which is a very disloyal company. But these big companies, they don't want to use it because it's not politically correct. It's going to be not politically correct not to put it up. You watch. You watch. You watch. So we're going to be saying Merry Christmas again. So I told you, they're chipping away at Christianity and they're chipping away at the Second Amendment every year, chip, chip,